Love and freedom, the tension between self and other love. Love and freedom are two of the most essential and challenging forces in the human experience. On one hand, love draws us toward others, requiring connection, vulnerability, and sometimes sacrifice. On the other, freedom is the essence of individuality, the ability to make choices and maintain autonomy. These two forces, while seemingly distinct, often come into tension. Can we love deeply without losing our freedom? Or does true love always demand a surrender of self? The relationship between love and freedom has intrigued philosophers for centuries. Plato, in his Symposium, offers a view of love that transcends individuality. He presents love as a search for one's other half, suggesting that in love, we transcend the self and unite with another person to form a higher, more complete whole. According to Plato, love leads us beyond our individual identities, and in this union, we may give up some degree of personal freedom in order to achieve a deeper connection with another person. But this raises an important question. Is love, in its truest form, a sacrifice of autonomy? Can love truly exist without requiring a surrender of the self? In contrast, existentialist philosophers, particularly Jean-Paul Sartre, offer a radically different perspective. Sartre argues that love is a conscious, freely chosen act. In his work, Being and Nothingness, Sartre contends that love should be an expression of freedom, where both individuals retain their autonomy. For Sartre, love is not about losing oneself in the other, but about recognizing the other as a free, independent being. True love, according to Sartre, involves a mutual choice where both partners remain free to act and think independently, while also choosing to be with one another. Love, in this sense, is a celebration of freedom rather than a limitation of it. However, Sartre also acknowledges that love can easily become possessive, where one partner seeks to control or dominate the other. When this happens, love shifts from a liberating force to one that restricts freedom, undermining the very essence of what love should be. Simone de Beauvoir, a leading existentialist feminist, builds on Sartre's ideas, but with an emphasis on equality in love. In The Second Sex, de Beauvoir argues that true love must involve mutual respect and recognition of each person's autonomy. For de Beauvoir, love is not about sacrificing oneself for the other, but about creating a partnership where both individuals are free to grow and evolve. In a relationship based on equality, both partners retain their independence while also committing to one another. De Beauvoir's vision of love emphasizes the importance of freedom in a relationship: freedom to express oneself, freedom to change, and freedom to be who one truly is. In this view, love becomes a force for personal growth and self-actualization, rather than a force of restriction. However, love is not always so straightforward. The desire to be loved can sometimes lead to the sacrifice of one's own freedom. Love can become possessive, where one partner seeks to control or manipulate the other. Friedrich Nietzsche warned against this, arguing that losing oneself in love can hinder personal development and the pursuit of individual freedom. For Nietzsche, true freedom comes from embracing one's individuality and striving to become one's best self. He believed that love should not demand sacrifice at the expense of personal growth, but rather should encourage both individuals to flourish as independent beings. The idea of consent also plays a crucial role in the relationship between love and freedom. For love to be genuine, it must be freely chosen. John Stuart Mill, in On Liberty, argues that individuals must have the freedom to make their own choices, as long as those choices do not harm others. In the context of love, this means that both partners must be free to choose one another without coercion or pressure. Love should be based on mutual respect, where both individuals enter into the relationship freely and without feeling trapped or obligated. Consent ensures that love remains a force for freedom, rather than becoming an act of submission or control. Ultimately, love and freedom are not opposing forces but complementary ones. True love does not require the sacrifice of autonomy. Rather, it enhances freedom by allowing both individuals to grow, to learn from each other, and to create something meaningful together. Love can be a source of liberation, enabling both partners to transcend their limitations and experience a deeper connection. For love to remain liberating, it must be based on equality, mutual respect, and the recognition of each person's freedom. The relationship between love and freedom is a delicate balance. Love can deepen our understanding of ourselves and others, but it must be rooted in the freedom to choose, to grow, and to evolve. When love is based on equality and mutual respect, it can enhance both individuals' sense of freedom, creating a relationship that allows both partners to flourish. But when love becomes possessive or controlling, it risks undermining the very freedom that it is supposed to nurture. So, can love and freedom coexist without one overwhelming the other? Is it possible to love deeply without sacrificing our independence, or does love always require some form of surrender? Perhaps the answer lies in the way we define both love and freedom, and in our ability to create relationships that respect and celebrate both. If you're not subscribing to the Yusafi channel, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, then congratulations, you're learning something new every day.